The family's back together. Yay.
Woo!
Reya actually has decent internet for once. Yay.
Yay. Now, place
Don't
your bets
jinx
how long
it,
I'm going to
bitch.
last into this.
Oh boy, welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast, where we put the tea in reality, and you can come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, a Say Something Gay, here with homosexual kombucha. It's my last one, and I'm kind of sad about it.
And I am Sam DMV, also known as Sam Monteverde, also known as Denise Long, your fellow-friendly trans non-binary Filipino mentally unstable Filipino Canadian. Hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scarborough, if you want to be specific. And today, I got Kirkland's signature natural spring water, sponsored by Costco. Not sponsored, but I got it.
I would love a Costco sponsorship.
Love a
bitch. That
Costco
sounds
sponsorship
great.
Oh, you know what? I also would love a sponsorship for Jollibee, because they have amazing food.
Yes.
Sorry if you hear a lot of hard breathing, because I had a spicy chicken breast before this. Tastes amazing, but you know the spice does that. But I do have mashed potatoes. Hopefully you wash that down.
And I'm not chicken, but my breasts are certainly spicy. Eris envy.
I'll give you that one,
God,
bitch. That was
hungry.
good.
That was good.
Mary.
That was good.
The only thing I'm eating tonight is fingernails because you know what I mean? I've had a rough fucking week. Just ignore me.
Same.
Get you a fidget spinner, it'll do the job.
Oh my god, get one of these thingies.
Oh, I love those.
Love those.
It folds, I love it.
I started mentoring children with neurodivergencies so I could connect to my own damaged neurodivergent inner child. And then I left that job because it didn't pay me well. Wow.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. I think it's my turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Redson, and I want a tan. I want a tan with you, and I am drinking piss from a bottle again.
No, I want a 10-10.
I'm making this a weekly thing. I'm going to cycle through all the season 7 parodies. Next week it's going to be, I hope you trip, I hope you fall. I hardly wear makeup at all.
Get ready to clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Clock.
That feels fitting because it includes Jada as Bianca Del Rio. Snatch game next week.
Slay.
We'll talk about it. We are back for Canada's Drag Race, Season 3, Episode 4. And only half of us were here last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
And
not.
apparently only half the pace was there as well, according to one YouTube comment.
Oh. Literally.
But thank you for misgendering both hosts when there was only half of us here. That was very sweet of you.
I just want to go ahead and say that I am very upset about the loss of our dear sister, Shelazon LaRue, because now I can't make this impression until the finale of the season. And I'm just very upset that I am no longer going to be able to talk about the fierce and delicious Shelazon LaRue. In all honesty, I'm really upset that we lost Shelazon because she quickly became one of my favorite queens of the season. I also, Reya, I don't know if you have any thoughts on last week's episode. I'm going to bring mine up. I thought the challenge was stupid.
I hated it.
I hated the challenge.
The lip sync
like-
one.
Yeah. Okay,
You know-
here's why. I will explain to you why. Because they're all RuPaul songs. That's what I hated about it.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. But the thing that I really liked about it was that it was pretty realistic that you have to make a drag performance. You know, it's more realistic than like this week you're going to be acting on fire.
On fire, jumping through hoops, while a killer shark is following behind you, lip syncing to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Like that.
In black and white.
You know
in
who
8-inch heels.
You know who would Loki kill that though?
Fiercalicious.
Scarlet Bobo, actually.
Oh fuck yeah, Scarlet Bobo.
Fiercalicious. No shade.
Sure, why not? I don't know.
I think Scarlet Bobo actually would turn that out.
So I don't know how prevalent these are in Canada. So Sam, you might be able to clarify for me as our resident Canadian, among other things. I would have loved if this challenge had been more like a production show. And I don't know how prevalent those are in Canada, because I know in the US they're not that prevalent, except in like bars that host the same 5 queens every week and literally don't do anything else. Phoenix bars, I'm looking at you. Yeah, it's just like I would have loved had this challenge been like a production show where like all of the queens came together for an opening and then each duo was like doing their thing and then there's like a closing. Like it felt so disjointed because it was just like, okay, let's just watch these 5 pairs do a lip sync to a RuPaul song. Like,
it was giving me. I'm willing to bet the fucking challenge this week was like basket weaving. Oh, I don't know.
Do you know what the episode
I'm willing to bet
of?
something in this fucking episode was in Shalazon's wheelhouse, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna make this bitch disappear," and they panicked and were like, "Fuck it."
It was a TikTok challenge originally because she's got the most followers.
It was a fucking TikTok challenge, and they're like, "No, because we need to make Miss Fiercalicious and half of her followers that she only has half of equivalent to Shalazon look good."
Reya, what were you saying?
About the
about the challenge.
About the challenge, it did kind of remind me of season 13, episode 1, when it was like, here's 2 queens lip sync. Here's 2 queens. It was that, but obviously we weren't introduced to new queens, so I let it slide a bit more. But yeah, I definitely agree that it could have been like a musical where it was like song transition song, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't even have hated, you know what? Let's do a RuPaul musical. Like, that even would have been. I would have hated it, probably.
The first musical was a RuPaul musical.
I know, but like, if you're looking specifically like at her discography, I think that would be a really cute idea of like, just look at the evolution of RuPaul's music from really good to like slightly good, like still half decent to like boring to like, oh, we're good again.
Yeah.
Like that could have been like a cute moment to like, because then you could have easily weaved all of these songs through that, and then the final production number could have been like Catwalk or something. Like that would have been really, really a really cute idea, but that's not what happened.
What?
Yeah, so we do go back into the workroom. Shalazon LaRue has left us, and I'm very upset about it. And now I just have to go back to my fierce and delicious impression for the rest of the time that she's on the show.
Logan. I just feel so bad about sending someone home that I truly love.
I grew to love her so much in this short period of time. And like, I'm just so upset that I had to send her home. Jada straight up laughing at Fierce gave me everything.
I loved that so much.
I was like, you are fucking joking. Like, oh my God.
But it's true though.
It is.
It is.
But I think
it shows that Fierce...
Sorry, ladies first. Bitch,
your internet is good today. What's happening?
It shows to me that Fiercalicious isn't self-aware of how funny she naturally can be. Like that kind of voice that she does, where she's like, I didn't want to send, like, that's funny sometimes in moderation. We've seen Logan do it.
Yes, God, Auntie Mama.
But the thing is, she's putting up like a shield instead of like embracing the funny, which I get in that moment. Maybe you wouldn't want to embrace the funny, but kind of being that like, why are you laughing at me? Why are you like being so blunt about it? It's kind of like, bring it down. revisit it, you know, put a pin in it.
Yeah.
I love though that we get this confessional from Vivian being like, cue the world's tiniest violin, and she has the small arms too. She's still wearing the small arms.
God, this episode once again just made me love Vivian more, and I just don't feel like the judges understand her.
What I will say is Miss Fiercalicious is a brat, she's petty, and she is mean-spirited, and I fucking love her.
And she's fierce and delicious.
Exactly.
But you know what she isn't? A queen from Manitoba.
She's not a queen from Saskatchewan.
Oh, Saskatchewan.
Who has 500,000 TikTok followers.
Holy fuck!
And like
in here.
Oh my God.
I wonder who paid for all this. Better not have been Shopping Council.
Oh my God. And then
I didn't actually get to making my point because I got distracted by Shada's on the RuPaul. But Fiercalicious is giving me all the villain tea I need.
Yeah, I agree.
And like, I love her as a character and as a presence because she makes the episodes so fun to watch by just fucking beefing everyone. And as we'll talk about it later, but I also kind of get that from Gisele, but in a more annoying way.
Oh.
Where I feel like Gisele kind of feels the need to interject into drama.
Yeah. You know,
I mean, it was funny when she was like, "That was so unprofessional."
Yeah. I'm like, she came out of nowhere with that. She didn't necessarily need to do that, but
she wanted the trailer moment.
She did.
And she got it.
I
also love that Jada still does not know that Irma's name is Irma Gerd. So now I will only be referring to her as Irma Gerd.
Irma Gerd.
And then
oh my god!
Not Benny Crisco.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh my god!
But then we go to the workroom the next day, and Fierce is like, Jada, I just have to say that I feel very upset about this because back home you're like my sister and we talk like for hours a day on the phone, and ever since we've been here I just don't feel like you're my sister. My Fierce impression is getting better.
I wish it didn't.
Oh, and we get the token look at the camera moment face crack almost from Gisele.
The hand on the forehead concerned, just like
yeah.
Oh my god. And then this is an interesting moment because Jada, like, I genuinely didn't think that Jada understood that, like, Fierce was actually upset. And so she's like, wait, you're actually upset? Hold on, I'm sorry. Like, this was not how this was supposed to be. So, there's that. So we go, Tracy Melchor walks into the workroom, and I said, "Yay!" I have to say, I think this judging panel is really, really good now. I really like the three of them together. I still think Tracy's my favorite.
Do you know what? There's one thing about the judging panel that I really don't like, and this is kind of skipping ahead. But at the end of every lip sync, they're like,
"Oh my god,
the telekinesis, the telepathy." I don't like it.
Y'all definitely stepped aside so you could talk, and then pretending they're telekinesis.
No, because also they have little cards that they pass over to Brooklyn.
Well, no. That was only on season one. But in the COVID era, they're not doing that anymore. They did it on season one.
That is true.
And like the other franchises picked up on that. Like España does it. Italia did it. But yeah, it was like one of the few things that Canada has brought into the canon that like has stuck. other than good drag and great Drag Race seasons so far. But yeah, I don't understand the telekinesis of it all. Like,
I don't. I'm sitting as a viewer. I'm sitting there thinking, are they like blinking one eye to like indicate like
right?
the one on the left, the one on the right, like
Jada should stay.
Yeah. Do you think they just like Jada?
No, I feel like it's fully like a RuPaul moment. They all like go off stage, talk with producers about who producers want to send home, and then come back.
They save on equipment. They don't need an earpiece.
No, you know what it could be?
Right?
It could be just like a cue for Brooklyn to be like, so and so.
Right.
Okay, you stay. Like just a, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Regardless of who production thinks or not, just whenever you're
right.
ready.
Imagine they filmed double endings for both of these. For like every
They have to do that for like every single episode.
Like that would never happen because that's a logistical
That's some
nightmare.
math
But
shit.
That would take years to film a season.
Literally. We get a mini challenge, which I thought was really fun. They're doing Tuck Talks, where what's the topic? You'll find out when you get there. And this gave me, I don't know if anyone else has played this, but on Switch and Steam, you know what I'm talking about. On Switch and Steam, there's like Jackbox Party Pack games.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this reminded me of one of the games from like one of the more recent
Talking Points
packs called Talking Points, because it's literally the same thing. And I'm like, if y'all stole that from Jackbox, that's some shady shit. But like, I'm here for it.
Was this the mini challenge where they were in front of the screens and they were like reading off it? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get
where you
this
had
challenge.
like the topic. Yeah, you had like the topic, but then it would switch to like different photos throughout the thing. And that's
When Miss
literally
Fierce was like,
this is a graph.
Fuck you, I was about to do that impersonation. She was like,
please do.
She was like, that is a graph.
So I wrote down 2 specific quotes from this, though I want to highlight Jada just as a whole because obviously Jada wins, and like I love what Jada did. But I wrote down specifically Vivian, where she's like, they like changed the slide on her as she's talking. She's like, "Hello, my name is Vivian Vanderpuss. Would you like to discuss your finances?" And then I don't remember what the slide was, but Deputy Attorney General Boom Boom looks at the slide and she's like, "Wow, I love that."
Yeah.
Just like, what?
I think it was that shot of like just like
the graph.
No, the shot before that where it looks like Atlantis kind of thing.
Oh, team.
And I remember Fierce being like, "Oh yeah, there that little thing. That's me. That's me."
And then Irma was like, "This is the beautiful island of Newfoundland. It's much bigger in person."
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought like everybody looked kind of busted. I thought Kaos looked really bad.
They didn't give him enough time. That was it.
No, it was like what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
20 minutes.
It's like, I don't know. I thought this was a really cute mini challenge though. Like all things considered.
I just went on my phone during it. I did not pick it up at all.
That's valid.
I was just like, come on, let's roll it to the maxi.
Well, Jada wins the mini challenge. Good for her. So we move on to the maxi challenge, which is another design challenge.
I hate this.
Is this better or worse than Carol Pope is a rock goddess?
I hate this. I'm sorry. Why are we doing another fucking sewing challenge?
I know. I would have been more okay had it been like a ball.
Yeah. And what gets me is like, oh, we found out later they all have the same fabric. Yeah, and the fabric is all ugly.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, why? They said, here's some Barney purple and the shit you put in your car so your dog doesn't die.
There's a reason Kaos didn't use fabric.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's giving
And the reason Alex wasn't the judge this week.
It's literally
don't joke about that.
It's literally
Have y'all seen?
Yeah.
Tell me clearing.
No, but it's this color scheme that we're being given is giving me very much like Molly Poppins meets Spanky Jackson.
Don't do Molly Poppins like that.
I love Molly Poppins, but I'm like, that's instantly what I thought when I saw the purple and the silver.
Oh my god.
Poor Elliot.
Poor Elliot.
Anyway, so Jada assigns boxes to everyone. And then it comes down to like flirty and basic, and it's Vivian and Fierce. And she's like, I'm not gonna give Fierce the basic box. But then Fierce fully thinks she got given the basic box, even though Vivian was like, basic, thanks. And then she looks down a few seconds later, she's like, oh, I got the flirty one. She is just fierce and delicious.
She's dumb.
In the words of Bianca Del Rio as Judge Judy, beauty fades, dumb is forever.
And I'm gonna say this a million times this episode. At the beginning of this, before the season started, I was like, "Oh, I'm so ready to be in love with Miss Fiercalicious." After like the first episode, I was like, "Oh, I don't think I like her. I think she's a bit of an asshole." And now I'm like, "She's such an asshole. I love her."
Like, yeah, I've kind of come full circle. Like the first couple episodes, I was like, "Who the fuck is this skinny ass bitch?" And now I'm like, you know what? This is the kind of villain that honestly, she is, I'm going to go ahead and say, and I don't know how the rest of the season is going to pan out, she is the best Drag Race villain since the artist formerly known as Fifi O'Hara.
Yes, because she's not fucking afraid of what the fans think of her, and I love that.
Yeah.
She just says what she wants to fucking say. She's not like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. She's not like a horror who tries to be cunty and fierce.
Not that fucking bitch.
I think fierce just comes across as genuine in a way that's very delicious. In a way that's very isolate all you ugly bitches down and you can't say nothing. I just love her, honestly.
Do you know what about the challenge now? I absolutely loved that it was everyone had the same materials, because there's no chance, I mean, unless they removed some fabrics for some people or whatever, but on the basis of everyone has the same materials, regardless of if they're ugly or not, I do appreciate that it's like everyone has a fair playing ground.
Even playing field.
Even playing field. I didn't go to school for physical education.
I didn't go to fucking school for math.
Yeah, so I loved that it was basically just like, what can you do? What can you do, basically?
I really liked this. I don't really remember if we've ever gotten a challenge where people got the exact same materials. I can't. There's so much Drag Race at this point that I can't remember.
I think the closest thing, and it wasn't necessarily like same materials, but it was same color. Remember UK season 2?
Yeah,
where everyone
where
everyone paired up and each pair had like to wear the same color.
Yeah, I think that I definitely. And then the only other one that comes to mind is the ball from season 1, where they all have like the same absolute stuff, just in different colors. I'm a delicious Miss Mandarin.
I'm not even gonna try this.
Wait, no, really? Because that was actually good.
I should go home. I have not been told that I am pretty. I am beautiful.
You are. That's why
are
you gave you a
beautiful.
fucking ticket to get here.
Do you know what I love about that episode? In the promo, they're like, I flew you first class to this competition!
I know, right?
And then they didn't show it.
From Vegas. Like, first class from Vegas.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot that happened. Getting back to the episode, because we probably should do that. I don't want another 2-hour episode like we did episode 1. Go check that out, though. It's a lot of fun. But, so not much really happens in the workroom on the first day. What I wrote down is there's an interaction with Fierce, Irma, and Associate Vice Principal Boom Boom. I'm just gonna keep adding on. It's gonna be like 7 different titles, and then Boom Boom. Where Boom Boom is asking, Fierce is asking Boom Boom her opinion on like her design, and Irma's like giving Fierce shit, and Fierce goes, I'm asking her opinion like you are, and Irma goes, she asked me.
Yeah.
I love Irma. I fucking love Irma. And then like everybody's working on their things seem to be good, and we easily separate into what they refer to as the hot glue gun girls and the Seamsters. Not the seamstresses. The Seamsters. Which presumably the Seamsters being Gisele, Irma, Boom Boom, Vivian, and Bombae.
I think so. Yeah.
And then the hot glue gun girls being Kaos, Fierce, Jada, and who am I forgetting?
Irma?
No. Kimmy.
Oh, Kimmy.
It shocks me that Kimmy's a hot glue girl, whatever the fuck they said.
I agree.
Because her looks, I obviously, she could have brought whatever look she has in, but week 1, I actually can't remember her look from week 1. Hold on.
Oh, it was kind of in her words, avant-garde, and it was like a lot of stuff like glued to a corset kind of thing, and it didn't even go like it barely made it to
Oh yes, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so maybe I'm not surprised she's a hot glue gun girl, but
I mean, she's a couture. You would have thought Isis would have taught her how to sew.
Exactly. And I taught myself how to sew. It's difficult getting started, but you can still teach yourself how to sew just by throwing yourself into it. And I also love that Logan and I are talking about sewing. What Eris is doing is showing feet.
Mistakes are made.
Did you smell your socks too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sure did.
They were giving.
Anyway, Reya, because we were discussing the episode.
We're the Seamsters.
We're the Seamsters.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a great sewer by any means of the imagination, but I've taught myself how to do some decent stuff.
Yeah. I like to hand stitch because I'm lazy.
I do too.
And by lazy, I mean I'm lazy in the way that I'm too lazy to fix my sewing machine that would make everything extremely easy. So instead, I just spend hours painstakingly hand stitching things.
Yeah, I do too.
I will never forget dressing up as a stripper version of Jesus, performing Montero mixed with Judas, tearing my reveal off, and then putting it back on afterwards and realizing the Velcro had just ripped off completely.
Oh, no.
Going back to a guy's house that night, and then in the morning, him having to duct tape me back into it for another gig.
I have had that happen to me, where the Velcro's just completely come off, and it was at my crotch, and it was a bodysuit. It was 2 minutes before I left for the party. The taxi was outside.
Not you showing that entire part of your beef curtains. My God.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what I did to fix it? I duct taped my crotch together.
Good.
Beef curtain, please.
And that is why I'm America's Next Superstar.
Yeah! I would love if someone, like, on a regular season, when, like, in the finals, when Rue is like, why should you? and not the queen standing next to you. Why should you be America's Next Drag Superstar? And someone's just like, I duct tape myself together.
I duct taped this costume together because it fucking
this
popped.
Gown I'm wearing, it's all duct tape.
Don't look behind me. It is a mess.
You can't turn around on the runway, so you're just like, yes, down the side, yes.
Can you imagine trying to do a reveal and you are in the most immense pain of your life?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, we do get like a
what?
Delicious.
No.
We go to Elimination Day and the queens are getting ready and there's a conversation. Kimmy is kind of talking about how she started in drag.
Yeah. So someone raised the question, I think, production style, being like, oh, so how did y'all start doing drag?
Completely on her own without being influenced by producers, of course.
Of course.
I just love that Reya knows exactly what I'm talking about because we have a shared mind and you know where that reference comes from.
We're two girls with one brain.
I just rewatched that episode actually last night. My roommate and I decided it would be a good idea to watch season 12 again.
I've watched it so many times I can't even touch that season.
You wanna pee in my butt?
No.
Not this.
Okay.
So Kimmy's talking about how she like started in dance, moved into drag, and there's a conversation about the struggles of being a woman in drag. Now, obviously, I cannot speak on that directly, but Sam, Reya, I was interested if either of you have any sort of perspectives. Reya clearly does. I was interested if you have any like specific, like if you related to this at all, if this like checked every single box of every struggle you've ever had in drag. Like, I just want to know.
Ladies first.
You go first.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, for me, I started dabbling my toes in the world of drag before I came out as like trans non-binary. So obviously for me it wasn't that much of a struggle. I think obviously it's just kind of the inexperience of it all. You know, I'm still ugly as a queen today because, you know, I'm still a baby, even though it's been like X amount of years. I'm on a long ass hiatus, so like she'll be back sometime.
I will never forget, sorry to interrupt you, Ray, but I will never forget playing Big Brother Culture Clash. And Sam was in drag, and every time she came on screen, she had a different fucking look on, like an entirely different look. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Actually, that wasn't even like full drag. I didn't have any foundation on that day.
I remember having Sam play a game that I produced that was Drag Race based. It was a good time. Did you not play Lip Sync Assassin? Or no, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of when you played Banishment. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh yes, that was actually a great time.
Yes. Reya, what about you, hon?
I have a lot to say. So Kimmy bringing it up was really important because obviously, as a trans woman as well, I understand. Well, obviously, I go through it. That drag is normalized to be a man's sport, so to speak. So I started doing drag when I was 11. And then obviously when I was 17, I came out and transitioned and whatnot, all that jazz. So drag obviously helped me realize that I was a woman. But the thing that's really frustrated me as now a trans woman doing drag is that I got a comment last year when I went to Glitterbottom, which is like a gay pride festival, that really irked me even to this point. And it was someone who was talking to me at the bar, and he said, "Oh, I bet you look cute as a boy as well." And I looked at him and I went, no. Because I when I responded to it first, I didn't realize it would come across as like, no, I don't look cute as a boy, that kind of thing. But he was like, oh no, don't say that. And I was like, no, I'm not a boy. I'm not a man or anything.
Yeah.
And he just kind of went, oh, and then the conversation went stale. And it's specifically with Drag Race fans, and I'm not calling anyone out because I know specifically Drag Race fans who won't go beyond Drag Race are listening to this or watching this, but it just needs to be known that women do drag, and trans women, I don't want to say popularize drag, but helped normalize it to a certain
extent. Drag culture.
Exactly.
Yeah, from me, it sounds like the person you're in that conversation with is a British word for a cigarette, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Drag is for everyone. I don't give a where you grow up, where you come from, what your background is. Drag is for everyone. Drag was built on the shoulders of fabulous women that were then reflected, where their art was then reflected by men and trans women, and also women who started reflecting that as drag kings. And now, as we move into the 21st century, drag is not about the gender you are anymore. It's about the gender you present on as you perform, or the absence thereof.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do drag any one which way that matches your genitals or your gender identity or whatever J.K. Rowling would like to call you on Twitter.
Yeah, it's just I do like, it's difficult because I will say, like, the first couple of years that I watched Drag Race, I had a very narrow-minded view of who could do drag and all of that kind of stuff. I was one of those people. And then educating myself and doing like the proper queer history research that needs to be done, like, and that I feel like every queer person should do. I understand that that's very, very limited for some queer people because every queer experience is different. But having a less narrow-minded view just in general has obviously like been transformative. And I did that research myself, but I do appreciate that we're finally in an era of Drag Race where, oh, there's a trans woman on the cast? Great. Like, it's not, I don't want to say fetishized, but it's not like emphasized more so than anyone else on the cast. You know what I mean?
Like
it's not like, oh, cool. there's a trans. It's just Kerry Colby, cool.
Exactly. La Brioche, cool. Kimmy Couture, cool. Like, and and so I really do appreciate that, like, we finally moved into that space where, like, who fucking cares? If your art is good, it's good, and we're gonna say it's good. If your art is shit, we're gonna say it's shit. Like, I don't care what your gender is.
On this topic, I have two last things to say. What Kimmy said about it's not our job to educate you, and obviously not specifically the people in this or whoever's listening to this, but it's not anyone's job to educate you on anything, really.
Yeah.
This can apply to anyone. And then
it is, however, my job to educate people as a teacher.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, teachers are the exception, but I know what you try. I know what you mean.
Until September 9th.
I'm just saying that as a trans woman, I am not here to educate you about the life of a trans person. The same way that a black person is not here to educate you on black culture. You do your own research. And the other thing that I was going to say is that if you can watch Drag Race, then you can research and look into queer history, even at a basic minimum level of just Marsha P. Johnson, about the women that liberated the queer movement for everyone. And that, thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Tough talk.
I was really lucky that literally 18, my first semester of college, I took queer history. And, like, I am incredibly thankful to myself that I did that, because otherwise, like, who knows what kind of perspective I would have. I probably wouldn't be in this space doing this right now. So, like, thanks me. But no, I did love that this is a conversation that really hasn't been had on Drag Race because like we've never had someone who has given the perspective that Kimmy has. Obviously, because every person's perspective is different.
Yep. And I think about like the early seasons of like US, specifically like season 5 with Monica Beverly Hills, where she comes out as a trans woman in tears in front of the judges. And it's kind of cool to see how much that has changed now, seeing Kimmy Couture kind of open up about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. I'm not that I didn't like Kimmy at the start of the season, but like Kimmy's moving up into like the higher ranks of like
moving
the
on
people
now.
I'm rooting for.
Moving on.
But yeah, should we talk about these looks? Not your
Let's
tits,
talk about the
Eris.
looks and not Eris's tits.
I agree completely.
Yeah. It's the one brain.
Yeah.
It's the
Two girls with one brain.
Oh me, oh my.
Category is Bitch Stole My Look. We have 2 special guest judges. Serene Fox, who was not aware of who this woman was. Love her.
I love her.
I know.
I actually am not as cultured with Serene Fox either. I only know her because I know she had like a few, maybe at least one appearance on One Queen, 5 Queers, or hosted by Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that. And then the other one is Jimbo.
Jimbo's here. Hi, Jimbo.
I wish he wasn't.
Pink has gone too far.
Oh, wow.
There's this saying, you want to get pumped? Girl, Jimbo said yes to that one too many times. And I'm not going to shit on someone's looks, but why is she shiny? She's shiny. You remember when Raven put those plastic things on her face on the episode where her and Jujubee had to lip sync together on All Stars 1?
Oh, yeah.
She kind of looked like she had cosmetic surgery. I always thought that doesn't look realistic until I saw how Jimbo looked this episode. And now I'm like, you know what, Raven? That was a good look for you. And it was nice to see in your actual foundation shade for once.
That was before she entered dark mode, Eris.
That was before she entered dark. Yeah.
No, she was still giving orange that season.
Yeah.
Valid.
Although her final lip sync, she looked really pale in, which is really weird.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I was about to say it's progress, but it's not progress.
That finale song was something
It's
else.
appropriate.
It's your
It's appropriate.
Feet
That
Jocelyn
fucking
Fox.
song. Anyway, let's look at the judges. I forgot I put this in
Love
there.
Tracy's look.
Isis
Just straight like
Couture, Pink, Brooklyn Heights, and Tracy Melshaw.
Did you?
Isis Couture.
Wow.
Pink.
Wow.
Don't do Pink like that.
Inflated Pink.
Serene Fox, a Muppet, Brooklyn Heights, and Tracy Melshaw.
You know what? You want to know what Jimbo is giving?
No.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if Pink fell over face first into an anthill?
You know they called no. The shady part is they called Jimbo last minute because that work had not had time to settle.
No.
Like,
do you know what? I feel really bad for you Jimbo fans listening right now.
I don't give a single fuck.
And do you know what? Her cheekbones are giving interesting angular movement.
She looks like season 2 Brooklyn Heights.
You can take the LA out the girl, but it takes 5 to 6 months to dissolve the girl out of LA.
Shout out
Was
to
that was
Cynthia.
Cynthia? That was Cynthia, right?
That was
Get ready
Cynthia.
to
I fucking love that
sympathize.
bitch. Anyway, let's start with Bombae.
I'm gonna say this now, and I'm gonna say it so I don't have to say it again on any of the other looks. Purple and silver is a fucking ugly color palette.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And everyone here did the best they could with some really ugly fabrics.
Yeah.
That being said, Bombae looks like what happens if you use an inverted filter on a candy cane.
Oh my god.
Or hue shift it to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
Not this.
That being said, we love Bombae.
I kind of liked this look. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a bit messy. I'll give it that. But I kind of liked it.
It's perfectly inoffensive. I like the shoes.
Yeah.
I like the cape. I don't know why they told Bombae to get rid of the cape. And also, I don't like the critiques they keep giving Bombae about her makeup to like, oh, do it smaller. Da, da, da. She's a drag queen. Let her makeup be as big as fucking possible. Especially a drag queen who describes.
Drag Race?
Yeah, especially a drag queen who describes herself as a club kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Bombae, if you're listening to this episode, go
Which
bigger.
she might.
She might be.
She very much might be listening to this.
We love you, but
Bigger eyeshadow. Do what you want. Go crazy.
Have you guys seen the recreation by someone I'm following on Instagram? I can't remember.
Oh, good.
But someone.
So insightful,
hold on.
Reya.
I will get this up.
I mean, we got a shout out from Bombae the other day, thanks to Sam.
Yes.
Pepper Mache Queen.
Oh, I think I follow them.
I love Pepper Mache.
Hold on.
Babes, we are not going to be able to see that, honey.
She made a recreation for Bombae.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then Bombae posted her wearing it. And
oh my god!
Honestly, if this was what the look looked like on the show, that's winning for me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But obviously, that's
I love Pepper Mache. I don't know them in person, but I know of their work. And Pepper Mache, if you just so happen to be watching this, I would love a dress. I would love to make me a dress.
Now you're asking for gowns.
I'll gladly pay for it.
Oh my god. Anyway, I actually really liked this from Bombae. I mean, like we've been saying, purple, silver, and also black was like the other part of this. Like, is a color palette that just like doesn't look good on most people. But with that being said, I really liked the stripe effect that she did with this just to break up the silver. I wish the stripes were a little bit more even.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little bit more like cohesive in the sense of like the reveal. I didn't think the reveal was necessary.
Yeah, I was gonna say as well.
Yeah.
I did.
Think the reveal
it was giving Alaska doing little pound cake with the bin
no.
A little.
It wasn't as bad as Alaska's, but it.
No,
I will say though, I really like the way that the reveal fabric is now draped on the look, and I liked the way that it flowed. If she had just left it that way, that I really like that.
My cup is at 69%.
Really?
Yeah, I like a lot of this, but I just don't like the texture of the suit. I don't know, it makes my skin crawl. And that's not Bombae's fault, that's literally just the fabric they were given.
Yeah.
And I'm probably not going to score many looks this episode over 70.
I was going to say, with like sewing challenges and design challenges, half the time it's not even judging what they can do as a drag artist. It's literally just what they've been supplied with half the time.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's really ugly fabric.
Yeah.
Like today.
So I'm going to join Eris and also say 69%.
Just to interject really quick, I would have fucking loved this if they actually got the boxes with what they described in them.
Right.
Like that would have been a good design challenge.
But that's been so done on Drag Race though. That's my only problem with it.
And
or if they had like
they had to make the fabric they gave them wasn't fucking hideous.
Yeah. Or if they had to make like a look based on the adjective they were given. Actually, no, never mind. I take that back because Vivian had basics, so.
And Brooklyn would have been like, "Oh, it's too basic."
Girl, I'm gonna give Bombae a 75.
Given what she did with it, I think it's perfect. It's relatively solid. I think the construction itself of the cat suit, I think is relatively well done. Even though the stripes are not even. I think I'm gonna be at like a 70.
Party. Let's talk about Vivian Vanderpuss.
Okay. So the fit of this, I can understand trying to make a corset bustier sort of outfit, but the fit on this is really off. Like, it's sagging in sort of the chest area, but then it's tight down here. And then this skirt just looks like it was glued to a piece of fabric, and then that was wrapped around her waist.
But everywhere you look, there's a hem.
Oh my god, I thought the same thing.
And it's the cheap silvery fabric again, which is not Vivian's fault, and I'll say that again.
Yeah.
Just, this was really poor, and I was shocked Vivian was not torn apart for this. Wait, I kind of forgot who was in the bottom of this episode.
We'll talk about it.
Someone DM me.
Okay. Concept. Not a bad concept. But yeah, the fit, it seemed a bit ill-fitting, and it kind of bothered me kind of having the skirt all the way up to like her waist, and then being able to see kind of nothing between the waist and the crotch, and then you see the crotch kind of going down to the leg. Although the sparkly ties I think are cute.
Yes.
But yeah, it was just, again, it was what she was given, not what she did.
Yeah, I don't love this. I don't think it's difficult. I think the construction isn't necessarily the best. I think she sold it on the runway pretty well for what it was, but it was a piece of fabric wrapped around her waist and then an ill-fitting bodysuit. In a color scheme that I think looks good on Vivian. I like the hair.
It looks
really
good
like her
in
makeup
silver.
here. Yeah.
It's just a shame that this is a cheap silver.
Yeah.
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 But I'm glad she excluded the purple, because the purple was fucking hideous.
It's
Some
the worst
people did
shade
the
of purple as well.
Some people did the purple well.
Some people's looks could have been some of the best looks we've seen in Drag Race history on sewing challenges without the purple.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that person because I want to talk about it because there's been a lot of Twitter discourse.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Vivian. Oh, I hate to do this. I'm gonna give Vivian a 55.
Slay. I'm giving it a 40.
I'm giving it I'm also gonna give it a 55.
I'm gonna give it a 45.
Fair and valid.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Gisele. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it at all.
No,
right.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
No. Wait.
No.
Eris, I'm gonna fist fight you. I'm gonna fist fight you right now.
And I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
win.
it's gonna be 2-on-1, don't worry.
Bitch, you might be from a trailer park, but I'm from fucking Ariel's.
No, I'm literally about to defend this look. Shut up for 1 minute. Okay, that worked. I like the corset part. I like the cold shoulder effect of the silver. I don't like the purple lace thing and the misplaced jewels, because the judging was like, oh, the jewels makes it cheap, but the way they're placed is so rich, but then you should have done less. But then also I think more would have made it look better. And I didn't get it.
Okay. I'm going to speak my mind.
You always do. Have your moment, girl.
Have your
it.
moment. This is your moment.
This is your moment.
Okay. If she got rid of the ugly Barney skin lace dress underneath, this could have been one of the best sewing challenge looks in Drag Race history.
Yeah.
That silver dress looks really fucking nice. Like, it is boned
And hard
and it
to
is
make.
really well. Yes, and it is really well constructed. If she didn't have this fucking ugly, what's the name of the bad guy from McDonald's? Grimace. If
Grimace.
she didn't look like
Hamburger.
Grimace busting out of that dress, this would have been a really fucking amazing look. And I can understand why the judges ate it up, because the way the corsetry is done is really fucking well done, and the way it's I'm forgetting the word. The way the sleeves are sleeving, that
draping.
There we go. The way the draping is done is really impressive, and I love how it's styled with the hair and the nails. She just didn't need the fucking Barney skin dress underneath, and I wish she had just gotten rid of the fucking purple. And I'm gonna keep saying fucking to fill my sentences because
you know why actually. Okay, Reya, did you want to go first?
I'm going to make one little comment. If it was black lace instead of purple lace, I would have been in love with this.
Orgasming.
I'm done.
Honestly, I think any color other than purple.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm sorry, I'm still mad about the clothes they gave them. This cheap Barney the dinosaur, purple. Like, somewhere there are children screaming and crying because there is a skinned dinosaur present in their kindergarten.
On that note, I basically copy and paste most of the things that are said. The silver part of it is very well done. I really love this kind of cold shoulder or around the shoulder moment. The boning of the corset, amazing. I really love the black puffs like on the wrist and the neck. Just not with the purple lace. But I suppose I feel like she might have done that in case in case she had to lip sync and she had a reveal prepared. It could have been that purple could have been like a separate dress. Not that I'm necessarily defending her because the purple's hideous, but yeah.
I don't like it. Like, I can respect the construction of it because I understand how difficult it is to make a boned corset, but it feels like they gave her the win because she made a boned corset and that's it. Like, it didn't really matter what else she was wearing. She was going to win the challenge. Like I said, I can respect the construction of this. I don't really love the boned corset with then all of the silver draping happening. It feels too busy for me, and I think that is also because it is paired with this purple bodysuit whatever situation. I'm just like I'm not a big fan of this at all. Do I think this was potentially the best look of the week? Yes, because I think most people didn't do great.
And by that, the majority of the looks were ugly.
Yeah. I mean, this is not for me. But if I take my own personal bias out of it, I'd give this a 75. I think this is good. Enough.
I personally, out of fairness, if I rated Bombae at like a 75, I feel like it would be fair enough for me to rate this at like an 80, 85. I'm gonna go with 80. Yeah, my cup's at an 80 for Gisele.
Reya, I want your opinion before I score this. What do you rate this?
Okay, my cup is 87 3/4.
Ooh.
Okay, slay. Then I'm at 89.175.
Brilliant.
Party. Kimmy Couture.
She kind of ate.
Can I put I'm going to put my thoughts in first. People on Twitter who are saying that this is a bra and a panty, no.
No,
get your eyes checked.
Wait, what?
Go to Specsavers. I have seen people on Twitter say this is just a bra and panty.
This is a bra and a skirt. What are they talking about?
It's hardly a bra as well. It's like 2 vinyl discs on her tits.
Reya, I'm making a joke, honey.
No, I know I'm not getting angry at you. I'm just angry.
What do you mean you're not getting angry at me?
That's my opinion.
That's my opinion.
I'm going back to reading my book.
Sponsored by Bimini Boulash.
No, babe, what were you saying?
I love that you have Lady Boom Boom's biography.
Bimini Bon Boom Boom.
That was just what made me angry about the fans' reaction to this look. That they're trying to discredit it as a bra and panty when it's not. And it's slightly similar to her orange look, but it's definitely not
really.
The same.
Like, I don't get why the judges said that, because it's not really that fucking similar.
No.
I see them in the same, like, cinematic universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's great, but that doesn't mean the same look. Hulk and...
Yeah, I agree.
Hulk and... Oh, what's that bitch called? The red one who's Polish and slays. Scarlet Witch, there we go. The Hulk and Scarlet Witch are in the same fucking universe, but they're not the same. Like, this look
I wouldn't go that far, but that's just me.
I know, but, like, this... It bothered me that they were like, this is the same. It's like, no, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
In the words of Electroshock, it isn't. It's not. It's not.
Like, if I'm making a superhero reference, I would say that, like, the two looks are closer to, like, Captain America and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
You know what it's
like,
giving?
What is it giving?
Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver.
I was originally going to say Scarlet Witch and Black Widow.
Like a Black Widow, baby.
I think Kimmy looks great in silver. I think, knowing that this was hot glued, I'm incredibly impressed.
Yeah.
I love the way this skirt is draped. Mm-hmm. And the fact that also that was done with hot glue, presumably, is incredibly impressive.
Yes, because it's hard to get a bias with hot glue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think my biggest issue just comes down to the bra section. There's just a little bit of messiness, like, in the cutting of the actual fabric. There doesn't seem to be that many hems available. But I still think this is a really well-constructed look. I'm not saying this is the same as the Sun look. However, I would like to see some versatility in Kimmy's runway looks. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I would like to see something completely different. Whereas I feel like most queens on this season have shown something completely different. I'm kind of waiting on that from Kimmy.
I believe it was pop icon and legend Cher who famously said, "Keep your eyes open, bitch." Sorry, I just thought that was a really good quote and I wanted to use it.
Okay.
Well, we could barely understand you because you put your microphone right in front of your face.
Okay, well, what I said was, as pop icon...
I heard you.
Then don't make... You are going to be the reason I do to myself what Serena Cha-Cha does to those fucking wigs.
Okay, I'm going to start my cup because otherwise we're going to go nowhere. My cup is at 90% because I really like this look.
My cup's also at a 90.
My cup's also at a 90.
God, you can tell I'm in a mood.
Make it 4. Yeah.
90s across the board.
Look at us agreeing.
90s after we just yelled at each other. Don't do hand performance. My biceps are tired from the gym.
Oh no, I know the moment the 4 of us end up in the same place together, we're all just gonna start fist fighting. Like, I know that.
Not as fist fighting. It's gonna be in Glasgow in a Tesco's parking lot, trying to get to Eurovision. But first, we've got to settle this fucking beef.
We're gonna be giving Pussy Riot like 2.0.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's talk about the fierce and delicious Miss Fiercalicious. Can I start?
Yes.
Okay.
I really like this. I know it's basic. I know it's so basic. It's incredibly basic. there's something about this that I absolutely love.
I think it's the silhouette. For me, I really like this too. I think it's because of the. For me, what really ties it all together, obviously, is the silhouette.
Yeah.
But I think the fringe kind of from afar, like it looks up close. Obviously, you can clock that it's like
glued together.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, like when you look at it from a fair distance, like it looks very well done. It's like
I think
a fully finished look.
I think the fringe gives it an illusion of like a drop shadow, so it looks more.
Yeah, it does.
Less like a card triangle and more like something elevated.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfectly safe look. Like I agree with her placement. But no, I do like it. Like if someone were to make it 10 times this bigger, maybe I'd buy it.
Well, isn't that what Vice Admiral Boom Boom did when she was the goth Teletubby? Like
kind of.
Anyway, you already know what I'm going to say about this look and what it's giving. Interesting angular movements. Yeah, I really like this. It's really safe, extremely safe.
Yeah.
And we've seen this silhouette done by a twink on Drag Race many a times. However, I like this.
The twins.
Well, I mean, you've got to do what you've got to do when your entire anatomy is giving interesting angular movements.
Yeah.
That being said, I like this 20 times better than the monkeypox spore that Crystal Versace gave us on UK Free.
Oh my god.
And
I will say, like, because I always tend to think as like someone who is not a twink, I always think of like, would this look good on someone my size? And I honestly think it would.
I think it would.
Yeah,
I think it would, but
I think because I see myself like wearing something like this. I would love to.
I absolutely would as well.
My thing is, actually, I just realized I've made this look before, and I'm completely horrified.
Wow.
I just want to add that I really love the hair.
Yeah.
I don't think the panties fit really well. I think that she probably could have done with different panties. But I was going somewhere and I forgot.
You made this outfit before?
Yes. Oh boy. Right, how far back do I have to go? Oh yay. Legacy Drag Race Season 5. Escape from Area 51. I made this outfit with a white bodysuit, 2 pieces of card, tinfoil, and hip pads that were sitting like I had scoliosis. And I will send you 3 this photo so you can judge me, but I don't want to see this fucking photo anywhere online. Because I have white makeup
at @thecup_reality, so make sure that you follow for this photo. No, I'm kidding. This
is why I'm going to fight you in the Waitrose parking lot.
Bitch,
you're not
to
going to
Waitrose
win.
now. We went from Tesco to Waitrose in one night. This is progress.
I love the progress.
Do you know what that is? That's class mobility.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say...
Never! Sorry.
As I was saying, I also made a crown out of tinfoil, and I had a long white lace front on that I have since butchered and turned into a mullet. I had white makeup on and a white wig, and just this fucking grey line of lace, and 2 giant purple eyeshadows. And do you want to know the quality of drag on that season of Legacy Drag Race? I won that fucking challenge.
Oh, good.
And do you want to know what the main part of that challenge was, Reya? And you're going to giggle about this. It was a roast.
Oh. Good for you, gal. Anyway, what are we ranking this Fiercalicious?
My cup is at, if I put Bombae at 69, I'm going to also put I'm going to put, I'm going to put this at a 70. Because I like it just a little bit better, but I feel like Bombae's was more effort.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say as well, like based on like what Bombae presented, I'm also gonna I'm gonna if I give Bombae a 75, I feel like I'm gonna give this a 75 as well.
Reya.
I'm gonna go 69.9.
If I gave I gave Bombae and Gisele a 75, so I'm going to give this a 70. 70. I'm going to say 70. Because I like it, but I acknowledge this is basic as fuck.
Yeah.
Would I have been thoroughly upset had she been in the top? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think.
I don't think.
I don't think.
I don't think.
See, I'm the only one who can do it correctly because I actually have the accent.
Oh, good. The one thing Eris can do successfully. Irma Gerd.
Fuck you.
I don't
Where
like
did this blue fabric come from?
Yeah, that's the
Right?
Where did the blue come from?
Did she steal this from like the last design challenge? She's like, streetwear. I've still got that.
Remember when
Right.
James Soon was trying to do the hoop skirt in season 5?
Yes.
And then she
Wow,
gave up.
wow,
She
wow,
did.
wow.
So good.
I'm going to be really honest here. I don't think Irma should have been in the bottom 3.
No, because like even if the skirt is giving, roast jacket potato and tinfoil, it's good from the waist up.
There's some construction issues in the waist up, and even in this very blurry photo, you can see the construction issue.
Oh yeah. I don't mind okay. So I don't have a problem with like the shoulders up and the skirt.
I don't have a problem with Pomora doing drag. I just hate that she gets paid for it.
Thank you.
I'm not.
In the
No,
words of
because I think
Kimmy
Irma deserves money. I really do like whatever's going on with the head from the neck up or shoulders up, and then the skirt down. Just not whatever's in between. And I feel like the what is it? The yarn balls that she's swinging around seems like a last minute thought. And also the performance of it was not the best because you got to see like one of the yarn balls kind of got stuck in the headpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me with Irma, I appreciated that there at least was a very clear point of view in the look itself and in the performance. And I think that's aided obviously a lot by the makeup and aided by, the clowning that she was doing. But I got more of a story and a storyline from this than, and I hate saying this because I love her, than Vivian. Because I understand what Vivian was going for because she said it in the workroom. Like, if I looked at Vivian's look on its own, I don't know if I necessarily would understand the context for this. Whereas with Irma, like, I understand exactly the point of view she was trying to go for. Do I think it was fully successful? Not at all. But at least there's a little bit more going on than, like, Vivian specifically. Reya, go ahead.
So, you know how we can literally film an episode of this like 2 days after I've watched the episode and I've already forgotten everything about it?
Yes.
That's the same with this episode, obviously, because we're filming it a bit later as well. So I forgot everything that was said in the episode, what the concepts were and nothing. And I get more concept, or I can get on with what the idea is more with this look than I do Vivian's, because Vivian's, I only see it as she's done a silver corset with some black sides and a black, like, hemless fabric wrapped around her. With Irma Gerd, I can see she's a clown. Obviously, I remember the juggling, so that was like an iconic part. And the skirt is giving sticky toffee pudding that goes in the microwave for 2.5 minutes.
You slayed her.
But she's a clown, not in a rude way. It's giving the concept across easily more than whatever Vivian's was, because I don't remember it.
I think it was Barbarella was what Vivian was.
Oh yeah, Vivian was using Barbarella.
And it didn't really.
It was given Barbafella. But
Did everybody give their critique, or should we move on to cup status?
Yeah, she was giving 10. My cup is at like a 60.
not to base this off of Bombae, but if I gave Bombae a 75, I'm gonna give this a 60.
I gave Vivian like 45, I think. So I'm gonna say this one's 55.
I'm gonna go with 60 as well. I'm trying to think of where I placed everybody else.
Yeah.
I should
We need
start
like a
writing them
chart.
down. Honestly,
We need like a magnetic chart.
Honestly, I thought about it at one point, but that's just like a lot of work to do mid-episode. But
Yeah.
we can do like an averages at the end of the season. I think that'd be kind of cute.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I
Right.
can pull up like a PowerPoint on the side and just like place
Right.
people on a chart.
I'll do it at some point because luckily for me, I timestamp everything, so I just have to go through the timestamps and be like boom, 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 boom. But
yeah,
let's talk about Farmer Boom Boom.
I know you did not just call Princess Boom Boom a farmer.
I sure did.
I know you did not just call Shroom Dealer Boom Boom a farmer.
Bud Tender Boom Boom.
Nope.
There we go.
So you said shroom because she kind of does look like a mushroom with the legs.
No, I know you did not do professional vape artist Boom Boom like that.
Thank you.
this
Eris,
look,
go ahead.
this
Reya.
this look is kind of giving Lady Gaga Boom Boom. I
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll go back to my book.
Good.
Yeah, it's giving Katie Boom Boom. Mainly because of the hair and the makeup. But I think it's relatively like well constructed. I don't know. I'm on the fence about the purple leggings, but I like it as I like the leggings themselves.
It
This is
looks better than Gisele's purple lace.
This is the only instance of the purple lace that I liked.
Yeah.
Yes, the rest were very ugly, and I feel like everyone involved should be upset about that.
See, this was giving me Detox Boom Boom.
I
Yeah.
think
if
Boom Boom
Detox
was
is
giving
jellyfish.
herself. I just think perhaps it was very, as Boom Boom said herself, there is a lot of bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you referring to the jellyfish look?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She looks like she's about to lip sync to Cher against Lanacia Sparks.
Take me home.
And do a cartwheel into a
Whoa.
split to grab her drink because that's her signature move, apparently.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, I think this is like, it's obviously well constructed, but I kind of feel very similarly with this look that I did with Giselle's, honestly. Like, I can understand that the construction is good. The fact that she made a legging, that's impressive. Like, in the amount of time that they were given, and I love the 3-tier ruffle situation. I just wish it was longer. Like, I wish it gave more. Oh God, Gigi Good on season 12 for the Black Wedding, the designer that she was referencing.
The Dior new look.
Dior, thank you. Like, if it was more of the Dior wedding dress silhouette, I think I would like that a little bit more than this sort of like
hanky panky
bustier skirt that she pulled up to her boobs.
Also, she did mention that this is the same silhouette as what she was going to wear for her finale look. But when she actually got her finale look, she decided she hated it, but wanted to remake it like this.
Fair enough. Because it's passable as like a design challenge look. Yeah. But it's not. If this was a finale look, I think I would. Oh, that's rude. I would.
If this was a finale look, I'd say, "Hi, you're going home fourth."
Yeah.
Even if fourth was already decided at that point, you're going home fourth.
Even if they season 14 it.
And the track record of that is going to be bottom, bottom, high, bottom, or high,
high, bottom,
high, bottom,
high, bottom,
high, bottom, deleted bottom.
With that being said, I'll start it off, and I'll say that this look, I'm gonna give. If I give wait, what did I give Gisele? I give Gisele an 80. Yeah, I gave Gisele an 80, so I'm gonna give this an 80 as well.
Oh. I'm gonna give Nicole Page Boom Boom a 60.
I'm gonna give. Reya, have you given her a score yet? I need to think of a witty title. I'm gonna give Grave Robber Boom Boom a 75. Actually, no, I'm gonna give her a 79.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say 80 for Mistress Boom Boom.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Yeah.
Concubine Boom Boom.
Dame Boom Boom.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Shada Hudson.
We love Jada.
The Toronto turn-up sensation. I love Jada. I'm just going to go ahead and get it over with because I don't really want to speak too ill on Shada Hudson. My cup is empty, and I'm so sorry, Jada.
You can tell by the way she is posed in this photo. She knows that this dress is goddamn fucking ugly.
And that's why I pulled it. I pulled another one. And then I saw this clip. And I was like, nah, fuck this.
I love Jada so much. Like, she is one of my favorites this season. I don't know where to begin. She looks like a lipstick tube that exploded.
Yeah.
That's
I think the judges said that as well, actually.
Or just like you took some lipstick and you just did to it. Like you just smashed it against the wall.
You know what this is? This is the lipstick after Charlotte LaRue wrote her goodbye message.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Shada Hudson is the silver sister of Shangela's gold record look.
I was gonna say, the gold record
I've been waiting to make that comparison for 5 days. So
yeah, I would like this dress without the circles on it, without the red hair, and without the headpiece. But then that would just be a silver slutty dress.
Yeah, I also have no idea why she chose those colors for her makeup.
I also don't know why she chose tights with fishnets on them.
I don't know why she chose any of this.
And I'm gonna keep saying this to try and make me feel better that I love Shada Hudson very much.
Absolutely.
But I think we might be looking at our golden boot of the season.
No, because I think this is better than what Fierce made in episode 1.
Yeah, actually, you're correct. Yeah, never mind.
I personally like this better. This better than Mosu's first look as well.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The top of this outfit is what Fiercalicious's prolapses will look like after a month.
Reya.
What I'm gonna say actually is this won't be the golden boot of the season because comparatively this is a lot better than the Lalaurie bag ball look. Whereas the prolapse dress and what Miss Mushu wore on episode 1. So Jada, for that alone, there is a drop in my cup.
I'm gonna give it a.
I'd also like to set the precedent.
Jada, you put so much into this. What, like 2%?
I'm gonna set the precedent of president. I'm gonna send the president. Actually, no, I'm not gonna make that joke because I don't know who's watching, and the FBI have been real active lately. I'm gonna set the precedent that saying there's only a drop in my cup as 1%. Jada, you get 1.
I can't give you a 0, so I'm gonna give you a 1.
Oh my God!
I gave you my gag flag, and you gave me nothing.
Reya, what is your score?
I'm gonna give you nothing. 3.
I feel like I'm being really nice because I'm gonna say 10% for this.
Oh, good. At least someone is.
I like
the
the leg reveal, like the leg showing. Really liked that.
Good.
I think the more skin that's exposed from this outfit, the better she looks. However, I'm just thinking that might be if she was naked, she would look a lot better.
And she doesn't have that bad of a body, too. She has a great body.
Oh, no, she's got a great body.
Jada's hot.
Yeah.
Jada, if you're watching. Actually, Bombae, if you're watching. Let Jada know.
Tell Jada, yeah.
That part. Also, Bombae, if you're listening, tell Halal Day.
Are we just going to list all the Canada queens we want to share?
Bombae is really cute. Don't get me started.
Already made
Bombae's hot as fuck. Bombae, if you're listening.
Because
hey.
I already made
Bombae,
that
if you're
really...
listening.
I already made that really horrendous joke about Vivian, where I said I'm attracted to people that resemble rodents.
Oh my god! I saw a photo of I think it was one of the prides this weekend, and Vivian was in this like cowboy, like out of drag, was in this like cowboy look with like just a vest, and I was like, wait a minute, Vivian, if you're watching.
That's enough of that.
You didn't think of that from the beginning?
Okay.
Kaos, if you're listening.
Is giving interesting angular movements. That being said, this should not have been in the fucking bottom, Mary. I thought she looked fine.
I think it was the runway performance that put it down.
Yes.
Yeah, but if she's an emo bitch, that's just a her problem. And the judges are just gonna have to deal with that.
It was just like the walking, it was like
it was her walking in the outfit, not the emo performance.
Okay, Eureka came down the runway and on flats and crutches, and they actually no, they didn't keep her. They got rid of her that episode.
They literally got rid of her that episode.
Well, they should have thought about that before she was born. Anyways, I thought this dress was lovely. It is an adequate garment made of cardboard that is stuck on her body, and
I'm serving an adequate look made of materials that is on my body. Fashion, no. Couture. No.
And for the millionth time this episode, Bombae, if you're watching, you did her a good service by letting her use that wig.
Agreed.
Because that wig looked lovely, gal.
Lovely gal.
Lovely, Gail. Me when Gail fosters something lovely. Hi, Gail. Hope
I
you're
think
watching.
maybe if it wasn't so low, she would have probably walked in it a lot better. Maybe if it wasn't. Maybe if it was like up to the down to the knees. Up to the knees.
Yeah, it's giving me the same sort of effect that if you've seen Drag Race Down Under, if not, go check out our review. But what happened with Yuri Guy on episode 1 of season 2, like it feels like the same sort of phenomenon where it was just really difficult for her to walk in it. It was very clearly like dropping like on her body as she was walking. I honestly wish there had just been a third color to this look. And I think that would have like put it over the edge. If the center had been like purple. I think it
like the small pops of purple on each like feather kind of thing.
Or this blue that Irma found remarkably. Like add the blue. Who cares?
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
Ah.
Yeah.
Anyway. I mean, I do agree with the critique that like we've seen something similar to this. But also, this is like a different silhouette. It's a different sort of concept with it. I just wish there had been like something on the arms, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm not going to make that joke. Actually, never mind.
Okay. Well, while the floor is open,
the floor is yours. Have it.
Oh my god, I actually forgot what I was going to say.
God damn it, Eris.
You stupid bitch.
Yeah, it was Eris interrupting me. That was the problem.
Yeah.
You know what? You just hate that I have a
I remember it now. I feel like I knew that they were getting rid of Kaos early because we weren't seeing much of them other than like in the challenges and in the runway. And with that being said, I'm going to give this a 60.
I'm also going to give this a 60, but I would. I would like to add, Kaos doesn't give good confessionals. Kaos feels very awkward and stifled in confessionals.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Kaos is a lovely person once they open up. But
yeah.
And also another thing, Kaos, if you're listening, take those fucking blue contacts out because you're like your natural eyes are so gorgeous. And when you put those blue contacts in, you look scary. Like you scare me. But love you. And I love your drag. And if you're single and not wearing those contacts, please call me.
Eris is 1 a.m. Give it a rest.
It is. Listen. It's 1 in the fucking morning. How long is this? You know what? Never mind.
Sam, what's your score?
My score is going to be at a 65.
You want to pee my
I'm gonna not agree with Sam and give this a 60 as well.
Na 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 na.
God.
So that's that. We finally made it through that.
Yay.
So let's talk about the winner of this challenge because Nope, that's the bottom two. Never mind.
There was a lot that happened in Untucked.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so
the spirit of Mini Cooper was present.
Honestly, and truly. So okay, we also have to talk about before we go to Untucked. So okay, top 3 and bottom 3 of the week are Bombae, Gisele Lullaby, and Kimmy Couture. The bottom 3 are Irma Gerd, Jada, Shada, Hudson, and Kaos. Do we agree?
I honestly, and maybe this was just me being a messy bitch who loves drama, I probably would have taken Kaos out of that bottom 3 and replaced her with Vivian Vanderpuss.
Yeah.
And then we could have had a Vivian versus Irma lip sync.
No, I don't want that right now.
Evil.
I am evil.
No.
Even though I do believe, undeniably, without a shadow of a doubt, and I say this, I've said it, I love you, Jada. There was no way Jada was not going to be in the bottom after presenting that outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Okay. There's one safe queen that I keep on forgetting. So I know that Fierce was safe. I know that Vivian was safe, and who was the other?
Boom,
Miss Mosu.
Boom, boom.
I was making a joke about.
Thank you. I heard Miss Mosu, and I was like, huh. Thank you. So
yes.
I think I would have switched Bombae and Boom Boom.
Oh.
And then I also would have switched Vivian and Kaos.
Slay.
Reya.
I'm just echoing what these have said.
Well, I'm gonna disagree. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I agree with what Sam said.
Well, I'm gonna disagree. I agree with the top 3, actually. My bottom 3 would have been Jada, Kaos, and Vivian. I would have taken Irma out of the bottom 3.
And I would have thrown something at the Vivian, not Vivian Vanderpuss, the Vivian, just to feel better.
Anyway, we get the age-old classic, Who Should Go Home Tonight and Why?
Jada on episode 4.
On episode 4.
I'm giving sleep-deprived teas.
I didn't ask that on Hag Race until episode 10, I'm just saying.
Well.
Because I was eliminated and there wasn't any drama left.
Yeah.
Valid. Jada and Bombae both say Kaos. Everybody else on stage says Jada. And that prompts a 5-part mega series in Untucked. Starting with Kaos and eventually Fierce versus Bombae. Talking about how Bombae says one thing and does another. Which Bombae kind of like shut her down a little bit.
I know they went off on their Twitters about that. Like everyone was explaining their sides of the story.
Yeah.
If you're not watching Untucked, you're only getting half the story.
Very that.
I would pay good money for a Canada's Untucked for this season.
I also
like a full Untucked, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
We just see Irma and Vivian kissing in the corner of the workroom on one episode.
Which wouldn't be a bad show.
I wouldn't be mad.
I would watch that Sean Cody clip. Actually, no, they're too skinny for Sean Cody. It would be Hex Studios.
Do you mean Helix?
Bitch, I don't watch Twinks.
Not Hex Hector remix.
Thank God they're gone.
Woo! Let's continue. Where were we?
Anyway, we moved to Jada versus Kaos about, the worst critiques situation. Kaos is like, well, I never specifically said... Oh my fucking God. Kaos says that she never specifically said that Jada got the worst critiques. But then, when asked in the Untucked who got the worst critiques, Kaos was like, well, I do think it was Jada. Are you better now, honey?
I'm very dizzy, but yes.
Okay. That's a good state for you to be in. And then we move to Jada versus Kimmy, where Jada kind of calls out Kimmy for saying her name on stage. And was like, we've been really close before this. We've been really close while we're here. It just kind of caught me off guard. And I see where both of them are coming from because Jada was in a very vulnerable emotional state. So I do get it.
In the words of Miss Fiercalicious, that was a stab in the back for me, and you lost a friend.
We still haven't gotten that yet.
I'm waiting for the context of that.
I know.
It's gonna be next week. I'm calling it.
Well, it better be. Otherwise, they spoiled like 5 episodes of eliminations.
Well, I mean, I also don't think Fierce is making it past next week, but that's another story.
I don't know. She does a good Christian Walker.
We'll see tomorrow.
We sure will. And then it ends up being Fierce inserting herself into every argument possible, where during Jada versus Kimmy, Jada talks about how she had to console Kimmy when Kimmy was upset with Fierce in the Who Cares challenge. And Fierce is just like, well, I didn't know that you were upset. I didn't know that you felt this way. And Kimmy's like, yeah, I felt like you belittled me. That's not the word she used, but like basically the vibe. And Kimmy was like, well, I just want to make sure, or Fierce was like, well, I just want to make sure that I don't have any beef with anybody. And it's like, Fierce, you are safe. Shut the fuck up. Truly, this was like the first moment
you're safe.
Like, girl,
stop crying.
Eve, you're safe. Stop crying.
That's a lot of emotions.
I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
That's a lot of emotion for safe.
Yeah.
Truly.
And next week on the runway, we'll be crying because we're safe.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's that.
And then we get to congratulating Gisele. Or just...
Do we agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From those looks, yeah.
I disagree.
I still think this is the highest look I got. The highest God look from me.
I think, okay, if it wasn't Gisele, I think it would have been Kimmy.
And that's my winner.
Yeah.
I honestly really would have liked to have given this to IT technician Boom Boom.
Really?
Yes, because I thought that silver mushroom dress was slay, and she sewed it. And I'm not saying she deserves to be praised just because she sewed it. She should be praised because she sewed it and she did a good job.
Sure.
In the words of Minnie Cooper.
Sure. I think, honestly, I think this could have easily gone to a couple different people, but I think they needed to establish Gisele as a competitor.
And a character of the story of the season.
Yeah. It's becoming... Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Reya.
On the topic, because we were talking about Kaos's contacts earlier, is Gisele wearing eye contacts?
I think so. I think on some of the runways she has.
I don't know. I think she might just be a scary bird person, and that's how she looks.
Those green eye contacts are scaring the shit out of me during every confessional.
Right.
Oh,
even when she does that, even when she does that stare to the camera in the beginning of the episode, like she's wearing those like bright green eye contacts.
Yeah.
Like Coco Montrese in season 5.
Except those are
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah,
She wore green ones as well on some episodes.
Oh, were they green? Oh, yeah, they were.
We like to switch it up. Miss Coco was versatile like that.
Come on, Miss Coco. So Gisele wins. Congrats to Gisele. Sure, whatever. And
congratulations, fan favorite.
Work fan favorite. We get a bottom 2 of Kaos and Jada Shada Hudson. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, they lip sync to the Thunderpuss radio mix of Stranger in My House by Tamia.
Taken by
What
a
was the last time we
stranger.
had a Thunderpuss remix? Was that
Stranger things
It's been a
season 9
second.
finale?
to begin.
Which finale?
Season 9
9.
finale.
I feel like we've had one since and I just don't remember.
Probably.
Probably somewhere
Oh,
on
wasn't it?
All-Stars.
Oh, no. Wasn't it the season 13 solo lip sync? Was the Whitney song with the Thunderpuss remix?
I thought that was Hex Hector.
I thought that was
it might be.
I
They
feel
all
like we
kind of
got
blend
a
together.
when they did one of the songs on All Stars 5. I feel like we got a Thunderpuss remix at some point
Maybe.
on one of the.
Or
J-Lo
was
songs.
it? Wait, wasn't it?
It was a J-Lo song, I think.
No. I'm thinking of
I wanna dance.
Nobody's Supposed to Be Here.
That's Hex Hector.
Is that Hex
Yeah.
Hector too?
Nobody's
Oh.
supposed to be here.
That's also Hex Hector.
But I turn around and you're standing
BB
moment.
here.
The last big Thunderpuss remix was season 9, and that was pretty iconic because that was Peppermint.
Yeah.
Every
killing
time I
Sasha,
tweet it's a
but they couldn't have
Thunderpuss
Peppermint
remix.
win for some reason. So, you know, Thunderpuss again gets a good representation with this lip sync.
Whereas
Because-
Hex Hector's been giving us some songs,
Yeah,
some remixes we don't need.
there's
Sometimes it's
there's
okay
some
to lip
music
sync the
notes.
original.
Yeah,
I thought this was a really good lip sync.
Yeah,
I
and I thought
thought-
Kaos did like really held her own against Jada. But Jada was a
I thought-
force.
I thought it was a double Shantae. I'm gonna be honest.
I agree.
I
This
think
could
I
have been
would
a
agree
double
with
sync.
you.
I would have
Yeah.
loved the double Shantae on this one.
Yeah.
Do
But
you
I
know what?
feel-
Do you know why it wasn't a double Shantae? Their telekinesis doesn't work like that.
Oh no, I was gonna say because Kaos couldn't stop holding her own tits.
That's true.
Yeah.
That bothered me so much during this lip sync. I'm like, girl,
As-
just let your titties show. Who cares? You're
Exactly.
lip syncing for your life.
As someone whose titties
Just
are almost
Get
always
Leslie
out,
Jones. Just get Leslie Jones onto the Canadian judging panel and just have her tell him, like, "Oh, just tear it off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't need that."
Eris, what were you saying, babe?
as someone who has their titties out constantly, yeah, just get the titties out.
Just get them out.
But you know, I thought there were, I'm going to be really honest, there were a couple of things that Jada did that I didn't particularly love. Like, I didn't love the classic, like, drag queen moves. I didn't think were necessary in this kind of song. And when she switched from that to more, like, emoting this song, that's where I started to, like, truly shift onto, like, Jada won this lip sync. I thought Kaos held her own. I loved the tricks that were shown. I think the tricks that Kaos did were a little bit more appropriate than what Jada did, though by the end of the lip sync, it did seem that kind of like the front cartwheel seemed a little like last-ditch effort, which I don't necessarily hate because I understand it's a lip sync for your life.
Yeah.
But I will agree with you, Reya. I wouldn't have been mad if this was a double Shantae, and I was gonna say this is the only time this season where I would have been okay with it, but Halal Bay. So I also would have been okay here if it had been a double save.
Justice for Halal Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still
But-
can't believe they did Beauty and a Beat on Drag Race.
I still can't believe they did a Justin Bieber song on Drag Race.
I can't
Yeah,
believe we got a
period.
Justin Bieber song and it wasn't baby, baby, baby.
I'm very happy it wasn't because I would have not watched the lip sync and just skipped ahead.
What's
Sam-
that song where?
Go ahead.
Yes.
What's that song where it's like
Stay.
There we go. I would have liked that.
Roy.
Had that come out before they filmed this?
Sorry?
Maybe.
Wait,
had that song come out by the time they filmed this season? I don't think.
I don't think.
Don't think.
Sam, any thoughts on the lip sync?
I thought it was pretty solid. I very much enjoyed this lip sync. Obviously, I have a personal bias towards.
What?
Yeah, surprised. No, not a lot of people know about this, but I have seen Jada a whole bunch of times, and this is just what I know her to be, and I'm very glad she busted out into the splits because I was waiting for that moment. But I don't think it was fit for the song. It was the coding that kind of really had me, and when she was like just recklessly like what is it, backbending and like flipping her hair around, kind of like Vanity Milan fashion.
Vanity Milan hit the ground running.
I really wanted, I don't know if this is why Reya and I were both laughing. I really wanted you to be like, I have a personal bias, as we all know. I really think Kaos should have won this.
No, but Jada definitely turned it out.
But that being said,
Jada turned it out. Unfortunately, we do lose Kaos.
Pointy queen.
I'm not surprised by this, given the context of the competition at this point.
Yeah. And I feel like production were like, okay, this one's not giving us confessionals. Bye.
Yeah. But goodbye, Kaos. So long. Farewell.
They really sent the two Prairie Queens home back to back.
I know.
Not only Prairie Queens, but indigenous queens
back to back. They said, F you, F your province, F your drag, F your ethnicity.
Yeah.
Like they do
but
to all
next week
on all drag race.
Next week, Snatch Game!
Snatch Game!
I'm
also
very
excited. The Night of 1,000 Christian Walkers.
Can I just say, so I've noticed that I feel like there might be a bit of a pattern with like what's been going on with Canada, because we had Kiara go home and then we had Suki go home. So I feel like
Whoa.
Bye, Fierce.
Really? Wait, what's the pattern?
That's the pattern.
What's the pattern?
I'm so glad Logan and Reya caught that.
Thank you.
Girl, I'm stupid, so please explain it to me.
Skinny fashion queen of color.
Oh. Pierce is the fashion queen? I'm kidding, love you, Fierce.
No, she's a fierce and delicious queen. No, who do we think is going to struggle? I think Fierce is going to struggle. I also, honestly, I don't want to see this happen. I think Vice Admiral Boom Boom could struggle.
Yeah.
I could see Boom Boom struggling.
I could see Boom Boom and Fierce.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I could see Boom Boom and Fierce in the bottom and Boom Boom sending Fierce home.
Yeah.
I think...
You know what?
Sorry, Reya.
For the drama, I think Kimmy and Fierce are going to struggle, and then they're going to lip sync against each other.
Gag.
And Kimmy's going to send
my predictions. Yeah. Because it's like, we won together in the Who Knows, and then...
Yeah.
Hurrah.
Well, and they have that drama now that we've reestablished. But
that was a stab in the back, Kimmy, and you lost a friend.
I think Boom Boom, Kimmy, Fierce, and potentially, I don't want to bring this down to like a language barrier, but it wouldn't shock me if Gisele struggled.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because we've seen Rita Baga really succeed here.
That's kind of where I was going to go with like the counter argument to that. And I mean no shade by that, because I think Gisele is incredibly funny. And I think Boom Boom is very funny as well.
I think it all depends on who they choose though. Because like obviously Rita chose another French person.
Yeah.
And also I mean at this point we've basically named half the cast, but I could see either Irma or Vivian getting in their head and pulling a Lawrence Chaney,
Yeah.
where the confident comedy queen f's up big time and ends up in the bottom.
Yeah. Also,
I was frothing at the gash.
I want to acknowledge, I don't know how frequent this is. I would have to go look at like past Drag Race seasons, but there's one queen with a track record of literally safe every week, and it's Vivian. And I don't know how frequent it is that literally you're safe every single week for the first 4 episodes. Like, I don't know how frequent that is.
Drag Race Statistics did it, and there's 3 people. There's Vivian,
Scarlet Envy,
Scarlet Envy, and Electra Bionic from Italia.
Yeah. But that's because
one of
Electra
those
didn't win any challenges.
One of those queens was the villain of the season, and one of those queens was the winner of the season. So
I think it was Scarlet on All Stars, though.
Yeah, it was Scarlet on All Stars.
Yeah, it was Scarlet on All Stars, and I don't think she was a villain on All Stars.
She wasn't.
I'm saying, like, I'm the drama. Oh, that's what I'm referencing, my love.
The drama, I mean, the villain of All Stars 6 was Jen Stockings.
Yeah.
And on that note,
let's get out of here before it's 2 hours again.
Black stockings, black shoes, shouldn't be allowed in the church.
Shout out to everyone in Toronto, if you know, you know.
Logan, I can't hold this note forever.